I built our own DIY photo booth for our wedding, using reclaimed timber, some of my photography gear and a free app. And honestly, it was an absolute hit. Everyone loved it and it saved us a fortune. I'll show you exactly how I built it, all of the kit I used and how you can build one too. And don't worry, you don't need lots of fancy kit for this. You can pick second-hand cameras and flashes up for next to nothing these days, and you can even rent them for very little money. Anyway, let's crack on. I started with some reclaimed packaging plywood for the main box. I'm using the tools I've got in the workshop, but this could easily be done with more basic tools or even hand tools. I drilled out the cable holes on the top and the bottom of the box, one on the drill press with a Forstner bit and the other with a hole saw by hand. For the iPad screen aperture, I drilled out the corners and then I connected the cuts with a mini circular saw. Not the prettiest cut, but I knew it was going to be hidden later on with a trim piece. Once everything was cut, I glued and brad nailed the box together and then added the trim piece around the screen opening to tidy that up. I put in some MDF supports for the camera shelf and then measured up and marked the centre for the lens hole. I used my camera to line up the height and then drilled out the lens hole. The sharp corners were taken off using a trim router to round the edges just to soften it all off. I added a bit of foam inside to stop the iPad getting scratched. Then an elastic strap to hold it in. Next up, I added a tripod thread adapter on the top for the flash. You can also get hot or cold tune mounts that you could attach to the top if you're using a normal flash gun. The stand is made from a couple of 3x2s glued together and the base from some Plywood stretchers I had lying around. I cut half lap joints with my circular saw and cleaned them up with a chisel. I glued the joint and then recessed a hole for the coach screw and gave it a quick flatten with a planer to get it sitting flat. The leg and base went together with a chunky coach screw, then the leg was attached to the base in the same way. I added an additional piece of timber to the inside of the base to add some additional strength. At this point I was planning to fill the nail holes and paint it for a sleeker finish, but I love the rustic look and it suited our venue perfectly, so just got a quick sand to clean it up slightly. Next job was attaching the back panel. I wanted this to be easily removable so I could get into the cables and the camera quickly, so I used a couple of mirror hanging mounts, I screwed them into place inside, and then for the pieces that slot in, I added some double-sided tape so I could press the back panel on and lift it off with the panel in the correct position. I then just added some screws and I also added a little catch at the bottom for a stronger hold. Inside the box I added a couple of plywood strips to hold the camera in position on the shelf. Then the camera slots in, lens through the hole, the flash mounts on the top of the box and all the cables feed inside, connecting the camera to the flash in the iPod and the flash to an extension lead. This keeps it all nice and tidy with just one lead coming out of the bottom. I'm using a photo booth app, I'll link this in the description down below, and this just lets you trigger the camera from the iPad screen, just like you've seen on other photo booths no doubt. I was going to be using my old cheaper camera for this, but the connection port was broken, so I ended up using my main camera. That being said, you could easily pick up a second-hand DSLR and flash for pretty cheap, and they work just as well. Then, after the wedding, you could either sell the whole booth, or you could just sell the camera gear to get some of your money back. On the night it went down a treat. Guests loved it and the photos we got were brilliant. If you've enjoyed this video, I've got another video on the channel of making some pallet wood crates, and I've also just knocked up a load of these for the wedding too. So if you're interested in that video, make sure you check it out here. And if you want to subscribe for more DIY projects, click here. As always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.